Hello and welcome to Climbing Daily and Coupeau Crag near Chamonix. We're here to test out sport climbing specific quick draws. Now this isn't a sponsored video. All we've done is gone through the EpicTV shop and picked quick draws that we like the look of and fit into this sport climbing specific test. But before we jump into it, what is a sport climbing specific quick draw? Well, they tend to be a bit different from all-round trad or alpine quick draws. They tend to be a bit overbuilt, more durable, and that's because you're going to be taking falls on them, clipping them all the time, just generally bashing them around. The quick draws themselves, well, the carabiners on them, they're designed to be more ergonomically good in your hand. So there tends to be little cutaway bits, grippy sections, and the gates are bigger in order to make clipping easier. And the gates themselves, well, sometimes they have a little curve in the bottom, and again, that just helps with the clipping process. The dog bone, well, that's nice and big and chunky usually, so you can grab it and pull on it if you need to work a section of the route or just make a clip when you're feeling scared. So that's the tech specs for what a sport climbing quick draw is. So now let's look at the tech specs for the individual quick draws we're going to be using today. The Wild Country Proton can be bought in 12 or 17 centimetre lengths. Each quick draw is 120 grams. They feature large curved gates and a keylock nose. Everything is overbuilt. The DMM Alpha Sport comes in 3 lengths and 2 colours. There's 12, 18 and 25 centimetre versions. There's an injection moulded keeper on the quick draw for alignment and ease of clipping. The Petzl Dijin comes in 2 sizes, 12 and 17 centimetres. Each quick draw weighs 107 grams. They feature a wider contact surface area for rope glide and reduced wear on the carabiner. The Fixie Orion is the lightest quick draw on test at 81.4 grams. The smaller size means it will be lower profile on your harness, perhaps a good all-rounder as well as just a sport draw. The Climbing Technology Nimble comes in 12 or 17 centimetre sizes. Each quick draw is 108 grams and comes with a high braking strength, more than most of the quick draws on the test. There are rubber retainers on the bolt and clipping carabiners called Fix Bar and Fix It. The Black Diamond Hot Forge is perhaps the most all-round quick draw on this test. It comes in 12 and 16 centimetre versions and each quick draw weighs 99 grams at the 12 centimetre length. There's a hot forged carabiner for the bolt and a redesigned hot wire gate at the bottom. The Edelrid Bulletproof is the most expensive quick draw on test at about €26 on the EpicTV shop. They come in 12 centimetres and 18 centimetre sizes, and the smaller size is 118 grams. There's a steel insert on the rope carabiner to prevent wear and damage to it. The BL Zest comes in an 11 centimetre size on the EpicTV shop and weighs 95 grams. Both carabiners have an ergonomic shape, and the bottom carabiner has a Cosmo wire. So test number 1 is a clipping test. Now we've all seen pros do amazing clips when they seem pumped out of their brains, but for most of us it can be a bit of a panicky moment sometimes. So having a quick draw that handles properly, well, that's important. Test number 1, and it's all about clipping. I've rigged a sling on a bolt above me so the quick draw's right in front of my face, and actually that's going to make it a bit trickier to clip because it's going to move around a little bit more than if it was on a bolt. I'm going to clip each one a few times, get an idea of how it feels using the same method, finger in, make the clip with the thumb. So I'll do this a couple of times for each draw and see which one comes out on top. All right, 3, 2, 1, clip! Smooth. This is the Climbing Technology Nimble, and it's slightly different from the Black Diamond Hot Forge because it's got a slightly bent gate at the bottom and a more ergonomically designed carabiner for grabbing. So, let's see how this fares. 3, 2, 1. Three, two, one. DMM Alpha Sport, 3, 2, 1. Wild Country Proton, 3, 2, 1. Edelrid Bulletproof, 3, 2, 1. The Fixie Orion,
3, 2, 1. Final quick draw, the BL Zest. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Okay, I'm going to move on to test number 2, which is climbing, of course, and I'll tell you what I think about each individual test at the very end. So test number 2, and I have to go climbing with these quick draws. So I've racked them in a random order on both sides of my harness, and I'm going to clip them alternatively into different bolts, left, right, left, right. So this is a test of general feel when I climb, how comfortable I am when I'm climbing and clipping them, and also an excuse to do some routes here at Kupo. Okay, so first quick draw, I'm going to go left side, so Black Diamond Hot Forge, the all-rounder to start things off. A slightly longer dog bone on that one. Okay, one in. Okay, right side. That is the Climbing Technology Nimble. Easily in there. Petzl, let's see what this can do. Nice big carabiners for your hand. Okay, this is the crux move. Right hand side, and it's the DMM Alpha Sport, another chunky draw. Clonk, that felt nice. Onto the bolt. Onto the clip, and up I go. Oh, it's the Proton. Another one of the monster quick draws for sport climbing. Yeah. Okay, Edelrid Bulletproof. Oh, the crux quick draw. And it is a bit cruxy, this bit. This is the BL quick draw. Nice and simple. Wire gate at the bottom. Up I go. And this is the Fixie Orion. Little bent gate help there. That's all my quick draws used up. Smear my way to glory. Okay, clip the chains. Okay, Amy, take that. So that's the climbing test done. I've used a quick draw in each different bolt. I'm gonna do a few more routes, go up and down a bit, try them out, because already I'm starting to get my conclusions from the climbing test, and I just wanna make sure. So let's do some mileage. Okay. Right, so for test number 3, it's all about the dog bone and hauling up. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm working a sport route, especially when it's hard for me. I'm going to be grabbing the quick draw and using it to pull myself up, either to make a clip or just to work a section of the route. It's an important part of sport climbing, quick draws. So we found an overhang, we found a bolt above my head, and I'm going to use each dog bone on each quick draw in order to make the clip. Okay? So I'm beneath it, pretending like I'm incredibly scared, pumped at this moment. So Black Diamond Hot Wire Forge, whatever it is first. There it is. Up to the dog bone. Haul up on it. Make the clip. Take! Okay, well that's one of our more all-round ones. A bit of a thinner dog bone, kind of cuts into your fingers a bit, but no real problems. Let's do the other ones. Edelrid next. Make the clip, grab the draw. There's a little less room on this because of that little plastic section at the bottom of it. Okay, nice gate action there, very good. Okay, cool. Petzl time. Make the clip, grab the dog bone, haul myself up. Okay. Okay, so dog bone felt a bit similar to the Black Diamond one, but those massive gates do make a difference. Right, DMM Alpha Sport time. Big old dog bone with this. Latch it, pull up, make the clip. Yeah, I mean that thicker dog bone just makes such a difference. It's almost springier as well. That feels good when hauling. Wild Country Proton, another sport specific draw. Yeah, no problems there. Again, nice wide dog bone, slightly more rigid than the DMM, but very similar feel. Okay, right, Edelrid Bulletproof. Quite a wide dog bone on this one, not quite as wide as the last two, but quite a nice middle ground actually. Doesn't cut in, but doesn't feel so overtly overbuilt. Interesting. Okay. So probably the littlest carabiner quick draw set on test compared to gate size anyway. The little Orion, let's see how it hauls. I tell you what, it's not too bad. There's not quite as much room in there to grab onto, and the gates are a little bit small, but I mean, as a little sport specific draw, it's pretty cool. Okay. Last but not least, the BL Zest. Slightly different shaped dog bone on this one. Reach up, haul up, and I'll tell you what, that actually feels really nice. It's got soft edges. Feels great when you pull on it. Okay. So that's our tests all done and finished. What do I think of these quick draws and which ones would I buy? Well, interestingly, they've almost been split within the split of the category. I think that these carabiners and quick draws here, well, they are the best pure sport climbing draws we have. And my favorite out of them has got to be the Wild Country Proton. I just love the look of it, that electric blue, the grey dog bone, and that outrageously bent gate. However, it is very similar to the DMM Alpha Sport, and I know people who love the Alpha Sport and would never buy anything else. So I think compared to these two, it's really down to which one you like the best. However, they are expensive quick draws, whereas the Petzl Dijin, which is, I still think how you pronounce it, it's around about €12 on the EpicTV shop, and that is incredibly reasonably priced for something this good. The gates and the quick draws themselves are massive and feel good in your hand. There's a nice little curve on that bottom carabiner. Not quite as specific as the other two, but in terms of a cheaper alternative, you can't really do wrong with this. The Bulletproof from Edelrid is a very interesting quick draw. It's by far the most expensive on test, but it will technically last you a long time because of this stainless steel little insert down at the bottom. I think I would buy the Bullet for kind of a crux carabiner. I buy a couple of them, put it in my rack or my collection in my bag, and then if I find a specific part which I know I'm going to be working over and over again, perhaps taking lots of falls in, I'd consider putting one of these quick draws in that section of the route, just to save my other quick draws because of that stainless steel. Now the other side of things, the more all-rounder quick draws, for me that Black Diamond Hot Forge is a lovely, lovely quick draw. I've used it before, I really like it. It's got a mix of wire gates and solid gates, and that goes down to personal preference a little bit, but that wire gate is going to be a bit lighter and therefore better for all-round stuff. The BL is nice, as is the Climbing Technology quick draw, but they don't really stand out to me. The Orion is interesting from Fixie. I'm not really sure why I'd buy it, but that made me really think about why I'd buy it. And I would get this set of quick draws if you were a multi-pitcher but doing bolted routes. That's because of how small and light they are. You could rack 15 on your harness for a longer section of the route or multiple pitches, and it wouldn't weigh you down as much as some of the others. But for single pitch duties, I would stay away from this just because of the size of the gates, make it quite difficult to clip. So there you go. My favorite is the Proton. It was coming into this test and the test hasn't really changed my mind. But all of the quick draws work, especially in their little different niches. So hopefully you can take something useful out of this. But yeah, for me, if I was just buying a sport climbing specific set, it would be the Proton or the Alpha Sport. Now there's links down below to all of these quick draws, and I hope you enjoyed our tests. Do let us know what you think in the comments down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.